Berry's tucked in behind Ty. Down on that low line. Jeff, I can't help but think how good this is going to feel for Kyle Busch. Kyle has been in that front pack the majority of the day. He's the second car on the top lane. Keep your eye out for that Cheddar's number 8.
Big push right there. You can see the inside line made a move on the 10. Ty Dillon, he's stuck in the middle. I think the 10 of Ty Dillon had a little bit of debris on his grill. Now it's off. Now it came off. He got in the middle of that pack and it came off. So that's a good thing for him, but the engine would have overheated.
Cheddar's on board in the smaller box. The view of Kyle behind the wheel chasing Chris Buescher. Keeping an eye on Josh Berry. Buescher's teammate Ryan Preece is within touch as well. Remember, RFK still in search of that elusive first win for season 2025.
Think about, bad luck that turns into good fortune. Remember, it was Kyle Busch and Chase Briscoe that had penalties. And while serving the penalty, it cycled them out of the pack when the wreck happened. So now we have Briscoe up here running 5th, the highest playoff driver. Not that you want to be under penalty. There he is, left side of the screen there, that bright yellow spoiler on the 19. But he wasn't in the mess of the pack because he was serving a penalty.
Riding along with Brad Keselowski, the BuildSubmarines.com cam. Watch Brad Keselowski. He is one of the most aggressive pushers in the field. See him give a shot to the 11 car. This part of the racetrack, you really don't want to be hitting each other. Car gets unloaded through this trial board. If you hit somebody at the wrong time, it'll just spin them right out.
Brad Keselowski's got to be saying, when is my time this year? Because he finished second at Bristol, was leading until a caution with 12 to go. He was leading at Pocono when he pit on a closed pit road. He finished second at Atlanta. He was passed on the last lap for the win. And he finished third at Iowa after leading 68 laps. So when is it going to be Brad Keselowski's time? Maybe today. Maybe it could be win number 7 for the driver of car 6.
And as we ride along, the spotter, I can promise you, is telling him, you can push the 11. There's nobody in front of Denny. It's all clear. Push him as hard as you can. Let's see if we can get to him. Sometimes Denny can drag the brake just a little bit. Pull himself back to Brad.
Steady now. Chris is thinking about moving up.
Yep, so now the 21 car, Josh Berry, jumped in that outside lane. That completely changes now what Brad can do in regard to pushing the 11. He pushes the 11 too hard at the right time and actually pushes the 21. It can actually wreck the 21. Dylan.
I asked Jeremy Mullins, his crew chief, what makes Brad so good here, and he said he just has a little extra swagger when he walks into this place. Confidence goes a long way here. They told Brad pre-race on the radio, get to the front early and stay there. They started 20th, got up towards the front at the end of stage 1. Here they are again. Brad likes his car in the 6 car, Marty.
Dylan, you saw Josh Berry jump up to that top lane that Jeff Burton mentioned a moment ago. Now trying to keep Denny Hamlin behind him, and there might be a reason. Coleman Presley told Joey Logano, his driver, that Hamlin is pushing the pace pretty hard, so they have the 21 jump up in front of him. So, Jeff, if you do that, and you're Josh Berry, can you intentionally kind of slow down Denny Hamlin to kind of get the pace you want to save fuel for Joey Logano deeper in the field?
You might can slow that one lane down, but there's 3 wide. You can't control all of that. And look, Josh Berry is a great teammate for sure to those Penske drivers, but Josh Berry's here to win this race. He is here to win a race for the Wood brothers. Saw those guys before the race, and the history that they have in this sport is long, and that was a big move. But Wood brothers want to win this race.
What we were grimacing at was Chris Buescher easing his way up in front of one of his bosses and one of his teammates.
I don't know if this was by design or by chance. I guess by design. Brad leaves a little room. Chris slides up in there.
I think that was design and communication. Spotters working together. Let's get lined up in this outside lane. It's not only 2 RFK teammates, it's also another Ford with Josh Berry.
Speaking of Berry, Josh has led the most laps of anybody today at 19. Kyle Busch right alongside him. Kyle has led for 9, and that was Kyle's first laps led since Kansas. Put up with Chase Elliott.
Well, the day ends really kind of before it begins for Chase Elliott, and they'll have some work to do heading to Martinsville next week. What's your perspective just on the crash and ultimately the assignment for Martinsville?
I mean, the assignment's very simple, right? I don't know about the crash. I haven't seen it back, but, you know, I saw someone get turned sideways, was trying to get slowed up, you know, like normal, and I ended up getting turned sideways and slid into some people, and then they slid back into me, so I'm not really sure about that, but yeah, I hate it. You know, I felt like we had ourselves in a good spot before the cycle. I didn't feel like we executed the cycle very well. That put us back in the back again. I'm not sure if that would have helped us miss the wreck or not. Obviously, all that's very circumstantial, but yeah, nonetheless, it is what it is. I can't change it now, so just all eyes on Martinsville and try to go up there and get a win.
Well, he's won at Martinsville before, and he would dearly love to. He needs to do it again.
Yeah, several drivers talked about trying to do all the little things right. He talked about executing the cycle. What did that mean? Well, under green flag pit stops, if you came in running 15th, try to come out running better than that. Not worse, right? And all the multiple packs coming down pit road. We're going to see it here in just a few laps again. And some people do find a way to come in to leave pit road in a better spot than they came into it. And if you don't do that, and the further back you get back in the pack, the wreck happens in front of you, it's easier to get in it.
Yeah, driver we haven't really talked about much today is now second car inside row 41. Cole Custer on the scene. He's kind of running behind that Cody Ware car, that Arby's machine you see on the front left.